Hello everyone, and now that the trailer has been viewed a record 30 million times as is recording, as well as has over 1 million likes, only against a few thousand dislikes, I thought I would open up a discussion on next year's Pokemon Detective Pikachu, which is going to be based on the video game with the same name by Incorporated. I mean, I'm not going to be going over every little detail I saw in there, but I will go over what stood out at me, and also how I feel about it all. I mean, so, while it is taking some creative liberty, he's overall, the game seems to roughly follow the plot, the movie seems to roughly follow the plot of the game, where a young man named Tim Goodman has come to Rhyme City search for his missing father under a lieutenant in the police who used to work for him. So, one night he hears something strange in his apartment and comes across the titled character Detective Pikachu, voiced and motion captured by Ryan Reynolds. And I must say, I wasn't sure what to make of the news when I first heard that the Pokemon were rendered realistically, but I have to say, I'm pleased with the heavy immunity since. And again, there's a lot of them going on. They're still finding new ones. Each successive trailer breakdown I've seen come up on my feed. But I can at least tell what they're looking at right away, and they're growing on me a lot faster than, say, the live-action Transformers or Lego Bay Ninja Turtles. Those are, especially in the case of the eyes, especially in the Hellcat, I just want to snuggle him. And yes, based on Reynolds' performance, it definitely comes off very much like a sort of PG version of his role in the Deadpool films, which definitely says something about what kind of person I am, that I like silly movies with pocket monsters and hard R violent comic book films, And also, while there are going to be some dark moments, there are going to be. I don't think it's probably going to be too intense, but it's going to be like the same level of intense I think of like a typical Star Wars or Marvel Studios film, if I may be blunt, And the Bulbasaur Stampede, and cute little Jurassic Park jokes. I think it's definitely one of those kind of visual effects breakthroughs, along with Gollum, Yoda, and CG, as well as Rocket Raccoon. Since, I definitely like how they rendered not only old favorites like Charizard and Jigglypuff, but also newer monsters like Greninja as well. And Mr. Mime especially stood out given how savage he could be without saying a single word. Heard even though in the other games and in the show he wasn't really depicted like that. And got a lot of good people in there. I'm not familiar with all of them, but Cameron Watanabe is doing well as a lieutenant. And overall, even with the track record a lot of other live-action anime video game adaptations I've had, I think those definitely want to keep an eye on between this, Avengers 4, John Wick Chapter 3, the new Aladdin, and Godzilla King of the Monsters. It should have next May be one of the biggest ones ever. I can definitely say that without hyperbole. I can understand how some people feel at least, but at least it looks better, it has more put into it than typical Uwe Boll film that there's an inkling that someone is enthusiastic about the material and cares about it. I'm not a big fan of Letterman's other work, but I can definitely tell that the script being worked on by Nicole Perlman and Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch was a good choice. Should heavily capture the weird and wonderful spirit of it. And also, I understand the reason why they're not doing the main games or anime right away, because it also makes sense from a logistical point of view. When people ask me, hey, why are they doing that? Why I haven't tried it? My reply usually begins with words like this. As do the words Dragon Ball Evolution mean to you? I am going to have some very choice words for that one once I have my computer up and running again, potentially upgraded. Yeah. And I definitely think that at the very least, it's more straightforward than, say, turning the Goomba from Walking Mushroom into a Stormtrooper knockoff, so I really don't think it'll be as bad as the 1993 Super Mario Bros. movie. I definitely kind of like how the setting has all these little details that seems to imply that it takes place in the same fictional universe as the other parts of it, given how it has a nice little European infused setting from the London location they filmed and also a lot of these Far East neon lit infused settings like in Batman Forever of sorts. Anyway, I mean, the skeptic in me is concerned that it could fail, given how it is not only the first Pokemon movie that's seen wide release since Pokemon 3 in 2001, which will be a gap of 18 years, and the first live-action adaptation of any Nintendo game since Mario Brothers. Again, that's a gap of 26 years. But I definitely have confidence in how originally Universal was going to be distributing the movie, but now it's going to be distributed by Warner Brothers, who distributed the first original Kids of BB banner, as well as partnered with Legendary under films such as Godzilla and the Dark Knight trilogy, both ones really enjoyed, by the way. I mean, and also, Believer in Me is hoping it'll do well, and if it does, they'll maybe be able to do other movies based on the main games or anime later on down the line if they manage to work out logistics. But some fan scripts I've had in my head, I've actually rewritten it and never even made a single keystroke and even junked some treatments because I wasn't satisfied with them. But if it bombs, then that's that. They could always reboot it another time. If Mario is going to be a cartoon made by the people who made Despicable Me, then anything can happen. Anyway, so I've got to say for now, since Pokemon Let's Go is coming out tomorrow, I'm going to be picking it up. I also have a Switch on later that I want to get paid off for 12/12, and I shall talk to you all later.